Christian wife. Today I'll be rounding off on the series of videos that talks about the ways we partner with the enemy to steal, kill, and destroy in our marriages. And today I'll be talking about the elephant in the room, and that is when we refuse to pray for our husbands. There are two main reasons why wives don't pray for their husbands. Some wives think, my husband is a good man, he's doing so well. Why do I need to pray? Those people think that they only pray and go to God when something is wrong. But they forget that one way to ensure your future is to make spiritual deposits into your future. And there's a second category of women that think their husband is not doing so well. Their husband is not in alignment. Their husband is misbehaving. Their husband is not making them happy. So why should they pray for their husbands? Will they not be indulging their husbands? Or will it not look like they're doing their husbands a favor? But you see, the funny thing about this line of thoughts is this: when we are faced with issues in other aspects of our lives, for instance, if we get to the office one day and our boss just starts to misbehave, maybe just starts to get angry and is just really finding errors in everything that we do, we know how to go on a 7 days fast. We know how to call our friends and neighbors and say, please help me, the devil is at work in my work, can you pray along with me? If it is our finances, we know how to roll on the floor and say, Lord, my account is in red, you have to come through for me because I know that you can come through for me. So that tells me that the issue is not that we don't know that God can do anything. We really do know that there is nothing that God cannot do. We really do know that there is no heart that God cannot touch, but we just don't value our marriages and our husbands enough to move the hands of God concerning them. There is a saying that when the purpose of a thing is unknown, then abuse is inevitable. I would like to say, when our purpose in the lives of our husbands is unknown, then we are prone to be abused by the enemy. When God created the man in Genesis chapter 2, He put him in the garden to till the ground. In other words, God gave him purpose. And then God looked at the man and said, it is not good for this man to be alone. In other words, God looked at him and saw a gap. He saw an inadequacy, and then he thought of the solution to the problem, and he thought, I'm going to create an helpmate for this man. I'm going to bring something that this man really needs to be able to fully step into who I have made him. And you came to the scene as a solution to the problem. God brought us into the scene as an helpmate to our husbands. In other words, our husbands at their best, without our help, are still inadequate. God has placed so much in us, so much deposits that He has placed in us from inception, so that we are able to do this work that He has placed in our hands. But all of these things can only be activated in the place of prayers. And I know, it hurts me. I'm going through a lot of pain. I understand. But you see, the greatest battle you will ever fight in your marriage is the battle of focus. If you are able to focus on your purpose in the life of your husband, if you are able to focus on God, your employer, who has told you that He will never leave you nor forsake you, who has all the resources, all the strategies, all the ideas and concepts that you would ever need to succeed in your role, then every battle will be won by you. Dear young Christian wife, you chose that man. Focus and pray for him. God wants to hear you. He wants you to step into that office. He wants you to hold his hands and allow him to perform wonders in your life, in the life of your husband, and even in your marriage. Go to him today. He's waiting to hear your voice. Do have a blessed day ahead. God bless you. Bye.